What's going on, guys? Today we're going to be checking out some games which are coming out in July 2024. These are games ranging from smaller indie titles that have caught my eye to this month's biggest blockbuster releases. Remember to hit a like on the video, comment below what game you're most looking forward to playing this month, and hit subscribe if you haven't already. As always, dates and prices subject to change, and prices will usually be in pounds sterling unless otherwise stated. Let's get started. We had a big Destiny 2 expansion in June, as well as Elden Ring's DLC dropping, and now we have another giant, Final Fantasy XIV, releasing its latest expansion, Dawntrail. This is the beginning of a new story arc after things were concluded from the previous Endwalker expansion, and Dawntrail will see you set off to new lands for a fresh adventure, meeting new people, visiting new cities, new dungeons, 2 new classes, and increasing the level cap to 100, as well as a graphical overhaul and so much more. Dawntrail is looking to continue working the special magic, which just makes this MMO so good. As someone who's played Final Fantasy XIV a lot and has far too many hours than I'd care to admit, I can't wait to jump in and experience this expansion. I'll be streaming this over on Twitch if you're interested as well. However, Final Fantasy XIV Dawntrail is coming out on the 2nd of July for PC, PlayStation, and Xbox. But if you've pre-ordered, you'll actually be able to jump in right now, as the early access period for this started on the 28th of June. You can jump into Dawntrail expansion for $29.99 for the base edition or $44.99 for the collector's edition. Launching on the same day, we have the first Descendant, the free third-person looter shooter from Nexon. Built in Unreal Engine 5, you become a Descendant and use your unique abilities in solo and co-op missions to fight for the survival of humanity. I played 2 earlier playtests of this game and have enjoyed what I've played so far. Nexon are trying to have their slice of Destiny 2 and Warframe, with similarities of both leaking into this. It'll be free to play, it has a battle pass which is roughly around the standard $10, and it looks like it's probably going to be propping itself up by selling skins and boosters. The debate for pay to win or pay for convenience will rage on for sure with this one, I think, but I'm personally looking forward to jumping in, checking out the full game at launch, seeing what's there. It's also giving the Stellar Blade kind of energy. It's giving it a run for its money with the high fidelity character models and the skins that you'll be able to buy should you wish, which they must be banking on being a success for the game itself. This is coming with cross progression and cross play to PC, Xbox, and PlayStation on the 2nd of July, and it's completely free. If you haven't already, I covered the last playtest on the channel. I'll leave a video linked in the description below if you want to check out some of the gameplay and my initial thoughts on the game. Zenless Zone Zero is the latest game from MiHoYo, or HoYoverse, creators of Genshin Impact and Honkai Star Rail. This is an urban fantasy ARPG with all the gacha mechanics and the big booba thirst traps that are in these types of games. There are multiple hubs you can explore, tackle side quests before heading out on missions to take out challenging bosses in a real-time ARPG combat experience. Zenless Zone Zero is going to be free to play, and it will be launching on Windows via the Epic Games Store, iOS and Android, and PlayStation 5 on the 4th of July. Another game I covered recently, also coming out, and it's the 2nd MMO so far in this list. It's the 4th multiplayer game in a row on this list, and that is now Once Human. Coming out on the 9th of July from Starry Studio, Once Human is an MMO survival game of crafting and base building, as well as doing quests and completing dungeons in an open world with other players. Very cool art style, design here. I love the vibe of it. I enjoyed my time with the extended beta that they had recently, as well as the demo during the Steam Next Fest. Again, it's going to be free to play, but with seasonal content model, then not a bad month so far to jump in and try out a few different games at 0 cost and see how you find them before deciding if you want to actually throw any money their way, or their in-game spending via skins, battle passes, stuff like that. I really enjoyed what I played of this and will be looking to jump back in. Just a question of finding the time. So many big live service games releasing so close to one another, we're a bit spoiled for choice. Once Human is coming out on PC via Steam and Epic Games Store, and it's also releasing on mobile via iOS and Android. Consoles are planned, but there's no date or firm commitment from the devs on this currently. Okay, so finally, we have a game that isn't a large-scale multiplayer game. We have Angerfoot from Free Lives, and it's published by Devolver Digital. Angerfoot is a lightning-fast action FPS where you basically kick and shoot your way through levels to a bass-thumping soundtrack. Plenty of secrets and creative methods to take down your enemies for lots of replayability, and the game is verified for Steam Deck as well if you want to kick things on the go. Angerfoot is coming to PC via Steam on the 11th of July, and there's currently a demo at the time of posting, so you can download that and try that out on Steam for yourself and see if it's for you. No price for this one yet though. Not sure if I'm going to say this one right, but after a quick Google, Path of the Teal Lotus is a colourful hand-drawn 2.5D action platformer inspired by Japanese folklore. It's giving a lot of Ori and the Blind Forest or Hollow Knight energy with this one, as you use your abilities to explore a beautifully designed world and take out enemies within. Got that Metroidvania kind of stuff going on. The levels and enemy design is looking visually striking, and those itching for a new platformer should be checking this one out for sure. Path of the Teal Lotus is published by Humble Games, and it's coming to PC via Steam on the 17th of July. No price at the moment on this one, and there's no word on any other platforms at this time either. Now for something completely different, we have Nobody Wants to Die, a new interactive detective game from Critical Hit Games. It's $23.29 in a dystopian New York as you use your time and wits to uncover hints and clues in your investigation. Detective James Kara takes an off-the-books case from his chief with only the help of a young police liaison, Sarah Kai, to assist him. Time reveals all as they risk everything in pursuit of a killer, uncovering the dark secrets of the city's elite. It's leaning into the film detective noir side of things, but with that cyberpunk dystopian future merging together, all while inside Unreal Engine 5. This is coming to Steam, Xbox Series S and X, and the PlayStation 5 on the 17th of July. No price currently listed for this one either. Dungeons of Hinterberg is an Austrian slaycation where you explore the Alps in the Hinterberg area while clearing dungeons and fighting enemies before heading back to hang out with your friends and locals in the town. Dungeons of Hinterberg is an action-adventure RPG, and I managed to get hands-on with this in the most recent Steam Next Fest. Really impressed me, really enjoyable, and it just felt nice to play. The cel-shaded art style, enemy design stood out, and there was some simple puzzles and platforming to enjoy here from the demo at least. Not sure how difficult this game is, but it's getting a lot of comparisons to Legend of Zelda. It has a nice cozy vibe about it. There's a social system with the town's locals where you can befriend the locals as you get to know them better. You unlock perks and benefits to help your journey further. You can check out Dungeons of Hinterberg on Steam right now via the demo they have, and the game will be released on the 18th of July for Xbox and Steam. If you have Game Pass, you'll actually be able to pick this up for no additional cost. Speaking of Game Pass, Flintlock: The Siege of Dawn is also coming out on the 18th of July and is also coming to Game Pass. Flintlock is a Souls-like where you play as Norvanek, an elite member of a coalition army. You fight alongside Enki, a fox-like companion, as you take vengeance against the gods. You have your axe in the game's namesake, a trusty flintlock, to then traverse and fight your way through the world. It's like a Souls-light with how it manages blocks and stuns, but it's a bit more akin to God of War, the reboot, from my hands-on time in the demo. This is coming from A44 Games, the people behind Ashen, and Flintlock is given that AA energy. The price is aligned with that too. As mentioned, it's coming to Game Pass and will also be on Steam, Epic Games, and the PlayStation 5 as well. Price on Steam is £30.15 currently, including a 10% discount for the Standard Edition, and $33.75 for the Deluxe Edition, which includes some character and weapon skins. Set to be released on the 18th of July, and in the meantime, on Steam, there's a demo to try as well if you still want to check out the gameplay and see if it's for you. Demo starts you at the beginning of the game, so you can get a taste of the opening moments. This is the third game in a row now for Game Pass, and it's coming one day later, and that is Kunitsu-Gami: Path of the Goddess, a new tower defense game from Capcom. There's a new IP. Capcom have been doing very well recently across their portfolio, and at first I thought this was going to be more of like a Souls-like or something like that, but it's actually an action strategy game with tower defense gameplay, which has been going under the radar a bit, but it has been gaining a lot of early positive praise from people who've tried it. It's coming out on the 19th of July on Steam and all consoles except the Switch, and it is priced at $39.99 currently. And although there's no special editions or anything like that, it does come with a pre-order bonus where you can get some in-game equipment as well as an art book too. The game definitely looks unique with its world building and enemy design, and really intrigued by this one. Set during the First World War, Conscript follows a lone French soldier who must navigate the trenches, finding supplies and solving puzzles while fighting for survival during the midst of the conflict. It's a new take on a classic survival horror and is made largely by just one person in Australia and channeling the older era PS2 graphics. Been winning a lot of showcase awards and lots of anticipation for this one. It's launching on all platforms including Steam and Epic Games on PC and the Nintendo Switch as well. Conscript is releasing on the 23rd of July, and you can pre-purchase on Steam for £19.99 for the Standard Edition, $23.99 for the Deluxe Edition, and $26.99 for the Officer Edition. Basically, these just give you different uniforms and cosmetics to use should you wish. The demo is still up on Steam as well, should you wish to try it beforehand and see if it's for you. Anyway, that's all from me. Thank you so much for watching, and let me know in the comments below what games you're looking forward to playing this month. A lot of good games that I want to play. Dawntrail and the first Descendant to begin with, probably for me. Maybe some Dungeons of Hinterberg if I can squeeze that in as well. Once Human I may explore if I get the time, but this month is just so stacked with games. Thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a like, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and I'll catch you in the next video. Take care.